Hey fans, great to see ya. Tonight we're gonna be making some quesadillas. To get things started, you just wanna turn on the stovetop right here. So just throw in a little tiny bit of butter. That'll really keep kind of the juices flowing on the inside of this meat. Once that butter starts melting, feel free to throw in the chicken. One other thing I like to do is just top it with a little lid of some sort. Just kind of expedites the process. Now, if you want to save some time, go ahead and start buttering the bottoms of the tortillas. As usual, the Gordon Ramsay special, don't be afraid to add as much butter as you'd like. Now, some people are going to tell you this isn't the greatest idea, but I'm a big fan of just going ahead and cutting it while it's still in the pan here. It kind of helps this cook a little bit more consistently throughout the whole quesadilla long term. Now that the chicken's pretty much cooked, I like to give it a little bit more time to soak in the butter, but honestly at this point I normally take this off the pan burner and throw on a little bit of a bigger pan in its place and kind of get the next process going. Feel free to try out some different cheeses. Today I think I'm actually going to experiment a little bit with some chipotle cheddar as well as just one of my favorites, Colby Jack. Take that buttered quesadilla that you have and throw it right down on the pan here. That's going to start heating up real fast. And what you're going to do is take that cheese that you had, I'm using that chipotle cheddar, go ahead and just give it a nice amount. There is something as too much cheese. As long as it mostly stays inside the quesadilla, we should be good. Don't be afraid to give kind of what your heart feels like though. Ideally, about as soon as we can after, we're gonna wanna take some of this chicken. I just take it right from the pan and pour it on. Don't worry if you get a little bit of that butter in there. It's just gonna make it taste better long term. I personally recommend a spatula when it comes to flipping this over. And there's different schools of thought. Some people say leave it a bit longer. Some people say actually flip it a little bit sooner. I like to do it when it's still a little moist. So go ahead and give it a nice tuck. Now you only want to flip half of it. You see, if you flip the other half, then it's all upside down. It just makes a mess. I thought I'd just explain a little bit of the origins of the quesadilla. You see, queso, also known as cheese in Qdoban, is actually going to be the main ingredient of a quesadilla. The man, Dilla, thought, hey, let's go and make a food that I combine my favorite treats, chicken and tortillas, and put them together with queso. Now, some people are going to want their quesadillas cooked a little bit more, while others like them a little bit less. I'm kind of in that middle, maybe a little bit on the less side. So I really like that just nice golden brown. And now, when it's getting about as brown as you like it, go ahead, just take it, put it on the plate. Boom, you got the quesadilla. Now this is a personal preference. I actually like to cut my quesadillas when I eat them. And here we are, a nice, simple quesadilla. Again, guys, thanks a ton. I really appreciate you joining in this time for Cooking with Michael. Tune in next time as we continue to add more and more things to our repertoire.